Welcome to aminacademy.com in human anatomy and physiology regarding cellular contents of blood. And that we'll discuss about red blood cells. Red blood cells are by far the most abundant type of blood cell. 99% of all blood cells are erythrocytes. They are biconcave discs with no molecules and their diameter is about 7 micrometer. Their main function is in gas transport, mainly of oxygen, but they are also carry some carbon dioxide. Their characteristic shape is suited to their purpose. The bioconcavity increases their surface area for gas exchange, and the thickness of the central portion allows fast entry and exit of gases. Lifespan of and function of erythrocytes. Because they have no nucleus, erythrocytes cannot divide and so need to be continually replaced by new cells from the red bone marrow, which is present in the ends of long bones and in flat and irregular bones. They pass through several stages of development before entering the blood. Their lifespan in the circulation is about 120 days, or there are approximately 30 trillion red blood cells in the average human body. About 20% of the body's total cell content. The amount 1%, mainly older cells, are cleared and destroyed daily. Hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is a large complex molecule containing a globular protein, globulin, and a pigmented iron containing complex cells, heme. Each hemoglobin molecule contains 4 globin chains and 4 heme units, each with 1 atom of iron. As each atom of iron can combine with an oxygen molecule, this means that a single hemoglobin molecule can carry up to 4 molecules of oxygen. An average red blood cell carries about 280 million hemoglobin molecules, giving each cell a theoretical oxygen carrying capacity of over a billion oxygen molecules. Iron is carried in the bloodstream, bound to its transport protein, transferrin, and stored in the liver. Oxygen transport. When all 4 oxygen binding sites on a hemoglobin molecule are full, it is described as saturated. Hemoglobin binds reversely to oxygen to form oxhemoglobin. According to the equation, hemoglobin plus oxygen gives oxohemoglobin. As the oxygen content of blood increases, its color changes too. Blood rich in oxygen, usually arterial blood, is bright red because of high level of oxyhemoglobin it contains, compared with blood with lower oxygen levels. Next, control of erythropoiesis. Red cell numbers remain fairly constant because the bone marrow produces erythrocytes at the rate at which they are destroyed. This is due to hemostatic negative feedback mechanism. The hormone that regulates red blood cells production is erythropoietin, produced mainly by the kidney. The primary stimulus to increased erythropoiesis is hypoxia, deficient oxygen supply to body cells. Erythropoietin stimulates an increase in the production of proerythroblasts as the release of more reticulocytes into the blood. Destruction of erythrocytes. The lifespan of erythrocytes is about 120 days, and their breakdown or hemolysis is carried out by phagocytic reticuloendothelial cells. These cells are found in many tissues, but the main sites of hemolysis are the spleen, bone marrow, and liver. Now, let us discuss further about red blood cells. The cellular component of blood primarily consists of red blood cells, erythrocytes, white blood cells, leukocytes, and platelets, thrombocytes. These cells are suspended within the liquid plasma. Red blood cells transport oxygen, white blood cells are part of the immune system, and platelets helps with blood clotting. Now, we will discuss further about red blood cells. These cells, which make up about 45% of blood volume, are responsible for carrying oxygen from the lungs to the body tissues and carbon dioxide back to the lungs. They contain hemoglobin, a protein that binds to oxygen. Red blood cell, also known as erythrocytes or RBCs, are essential components of blood responsible for carrying oxygen to the body's tissues and transporting carbon dioxide back to the lungs. They are produced in the bone marrow and circulate for about 120 days. A normal red blood cells count is crucial for maintaining oxygen levels and overall health. Lifespan and function of erythrocytes. Erythrocytes or red blood cells have a lifespan of approximately 120 days, and their primary function is to transport oxygen from the lungs to the body's tissues and carbon dioxide back to the lungs. They are produced in the bone marrow and contain hemoglobin, a protein that binds to oxygen. What is hemoglobin? A hemoglobin is a protein found in red blood cells that is responsible for carrying oxygen throughout the body. It's a crucial component of red blood cells, and its function is essential for delivering oxygen to tissues and removing carbon dioxide. How the oxygen transport in blood happen? Oxygen in the blood is transported in two primary forms: dissolved in plasma and found to hemoglobin within red blood cells, bound to the hemoglobin with the red blood cells. The vast majority, that is about 98%, is carried bound to hemoglobin, while a smaller amount, around by 2%, is physically dissolved in the plasma. Control of erythropoiesis. Exquisite short-term control of erythropoiesis is regulated by the kidney-derived cytokine erythropoietin (EPO), which is induced under hypoxia conditions and stimulates the terminal proliferation and differentiation of CFU-E progenitors. Destruction of erythrocytes. The destruction of erythrocytes, also known as the red blood cells, is called hemolysis. This process is natural part of the body's cycle where old or damaged red blood cells are broken down and recycled. With the breakdown of red blood cells occurs too quickly, leading to a shortage of red blood cells. It can result in a condition called hemolytic anemia. So far we discussed about red blood cells, which is a part of cellular content of blood. We have done. Please subscribe our YouTube channel.